But, so I asked them to look and see if there's a way that we can try to get some coordination in making the improvements happen, you know, relatively sooner rather than later. And so they said they would go back and see what we can do, and so I can bring it to you guys, and so we can have some more discussion about it, maybe at a workshop, and see what we can do to get this whole area taken care of, because we do have a gap also that between Aurelia and Brighton that we haven't even talked about yet. And if we're doing the Darwin piece and then they're doing it down to Becker, and then we're doing improvements in the Gatlin Tulip, we have that piece that is kind of left out there in the cold that needs to be addressed. So going to have to look at this from a comprehensive approach, I think, with the development going on in that area.
In your meeting, did you talk about our last TPO meeting at all?
It was before the TPO meeting, actually.
The TPO meeting.
Yeah. So.
Because I think they kind of dovetail. So and I would hope that at our next workshop, maybe we could discuss the TPO meeting and the 2040 plan.
Yeah.
And maybe we could address this also. I'd like to find a way to at least get Gatlin to whatever, Alcantara, something done and expedited sooner than 6 years from now, 7 years from now.
Absolutely. And when we were at TPO, that was one of the things I was thinking about, because with the discussion going on and what the plan is, this definitely falls into that. I mean, obviously, on a much bigger scale, but there's definitely going to be some things that we're going to have to discuss as a council. So I agree we should be workshopping it and having that discussion and including this portion in it.
And the TPO meeting is time sensitive because they're asking for our feedback by what, December? Or I guess they wanted it at the end of November to go into
Yes.
December, is that right?
Yes.
And I think that I might have provided some comments after you left, but we have a history of expediting projects.
Right.
You know, when we work on a countywide plan for 2040, where essentially there were 3 proposals, as you know, and one pretty standard, and then 2 increasingly aggressive. We've expedited roads, whether you want to pick Aroso, Bayshore, Leonard, Gatlin, where we haven't waited on TPO, and I hope that there's a way that we could still work collaboratively with TPO, but take care of business in this area. I'm very excited that this area is developing and kind of coming into its own, but we need to help it with the basic infrastructure on the roadway.
Absolutely.
Any additional discussion? No? We have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk?